Awesome. I'm going to assume that you know what a hijacker is, and I don't need to tell you what that is. But essentially, what we should absolutely understand is what you and I call hijackers, Amazon calls another seller. What you and I called hijackers, Amazon calls another seller. As far as Amazon's concerned, it's 100% okay for them to do what they're doing. That's important, because relying on Amazon to get a so-called hijacker off your listing is impossible, because Amazon encourages the act of hijacking, what we call hijacking. Amazon encourages it, all right? So once you realize that, the much easier it is for you to actually grasp what the hell you should be doing in these situations. Let's see if we can find a thing to be hijackers. Okay, so here we are, Victorinox Swiss Army knife. See down here, have you got one to sell? If so, sell it on Amazon. If I then started selling, and bear in mind, Amazon's encouraging me to do this, if I then started selling these Victorinox Swiss Army knives, the brand owner thinks of me as a hijacker. Amazon thinks of me as somebody else selling the product. Somebody else selling the product, all right? And look, for new, so as far as this person's concerned, so Can-Am for life, that's the original seller. These people here, as far as the seller is concerned, are all hijackers, and yet Amazon has encouraged it. All right, so I hope that makes sense. So don't expect Amazon to sort this shit out for you. They won't. They won't. So there's two kinds of hijackers on Amazon. Kind number one, the nefarious kind. Kind number two, the opportunist kind. So let's just go through each of those, and I can tell you how to deal with those. So the nefarious hijacker, let's start with those first. Their mission is hit and run. Their mission is to either sell an inferior product and leverage your existing ranking on Amazon and good customer reviews to do that, and then when they make a sale, they'll sell a fake version of this product, and they'll make money doing that. So that's way number one, that a nefarious hijacker operates. Way number two is even more shitty. They will hit and run. They'll come on. They will make sales with no intention at all of fulfilling those sales. 5 weeks later, they're off the listing. They're disappeared. Their account is shut down, and they've disappeared with all of the customers' money. Now, in either situation, you will get bad reviews, and because you are a seller of the product, it's you that will suffer. It's you that will suffer. In either of those situations, you suffer. And the customers don't distinguish between you selling the product and the hijackers selling the product. They don't give a shit about that. They will leave shitty reviews. The product is crap. I never got the product. You'll get shitty reviews. It will kill your listing. So that is the nefarious type of hijacker. Not good. Second type, opportunistic. How does that happen? Well, let's go back here. Opportunistic kind, they seek typically to sell your product. Here's one. And buy something called arbitrage. So if this particular person, Clay Unique Mall, makes a sale at $101, and they could, what will happen is they will simply buy the product at $72 and get it shipped to the customer, and they will pocket the $29.52, whatever it is. They'll simply pocket that money as their profit for doing so, okay? That's how they work. Now, how do they do that? Well, all they need to do to make the sale is to win the buy box, which is right here. just to win the buy box. That's all they need to do. So if you run out of stock for any reason or something like that, or if you get a poor seller feedback score, again, or even just because Amazon sometimes mixes it up, then you can be booted off the buy box. The person who's doing arbitrage can get the buy box, and they're selling for $101. They're selling your product for $101. It's not as bad as a nefarious thing, but for me, it's horrendous because that's, $28 profit that I didn't make, somebody else made, and that sucks for me. So there's that. Or what they could also do is they sometimes sell the same product which they've sourced from the same supplier that you've sourced it from, and they're simply selling the same thing. So it's either an arbitrage version or they're selling the same product itself. So that is the two types of sellers, and that's the 4 different MOs that they operate under. So what the hell do you do in those situations? Well, the easiest thing to do is follow what we teach you. So if you get somebody jumping on your listing, come into the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, and when you're in here, go to Files, just there, click on Files, scroll, and you will find something called the Sample Cease and Desist Letter. That is a letter that my crazy ass lawyer did for me. I use it all the time. It works like gangbusters. So if we just put in here cease and desist, you'll see that heaps of people have used it. So Nathan's just used it there, for instance. And how did he get on with that? Quick update, Hijackers gone. So that works really, really well. That cease and desist letter, it's awesome. And 9 times out of 10, that's all you'll need to do. But if that doesn't work, then we have something else. We have the ebook solution to Hijackers here. And you can go and download that for yourself. This is Erica Steele's ideas. She's one of the Amazon coaches. Does very, very well on Amazon. And she came up with a brilliant idea, and here it is. I'll give you the guts of it, but the full thing is right there for you, okay? You create an ebook. In that ebook, it could be a guide about how to use your product or something like that, and you deliver that to your customers every time you make a sale. Inside that ebook, you make sure that you copyright it, and you copyright it with your business name and your seller name on Amazon. So you put both those things, business name, seller name on Amazon, and you copyright the whole thing, which just means, by the way, you put the copyright logo on it. That's all you need to do. And then put no person can reproduce this without the express permission of the copyright owner, which is you, of course. So you do that. Then when you get a hijacker, all you need to do is buy their product, which you can then refund afterwards. Buy their product, report the product to Amazon because it didn't come with the ebook that you have. It's as simple as that. All right, and because you have copyrighted your product, if they do try and rip off your ebook, you can then get them for copyright on Amazon, which is a much easier thing than getting them for hijacking. So either way, that works really, really well. That was Erica Steele that came up with that very, very smart way of getting somebody off your listing. Nick, isn't it harder to get hijacked if you have a bundle? Absolutely. That's why one of the many reasons I love bundlings. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.